ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम्
सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च
अस्तोभम्
अनवद्यं च
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः
अयुन्
अयुन्
ऋलक्
ऋलक्
एओङ्
एओङ्
ऐ औच्
ऐऔच्
हयवरट्
हयवरट्
लन्
लन्
ञमङणनम्
ञमङणनम्
जभै
झभै
घढधश्
घढधश्
जबगडदश्
जबगडदश्
खफ छठथ छटतौ
खपछठथ
छटतौ
कपै
कपै
शशसर्
शशसर्
हल्
इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
इति
माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
अकुगविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
इचुयशानां तालु
इचुयशानां तालु
ऋतुरशानां मूर्धा
ऋतुरशानां मूर्धा
लुतुलसानां दन्ताः
वितुलसानां दन्ताः
उपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
उपद्मानीयानाम् ओष्ठौ
ञमङणनानां नासिका च
ञमङणनानां नासिका च
एदैतोः कण्ठतालु
एदैतोः कण्ठतालु
ओदौ तोः कण्ठ ओष्ठम्
ओदौ तोः कण्ठ ओष्ठम्
Karasya danta oshtam.
बकारस्य दन्त
ओष्ठम्
ओष्ठम्
Jikhva muliyasya jikhva mulyam.
जिह्वामूलीयस्य
जिह्वामूलीयस्य
जिह्वामूल्यम्
Nasika anusvarasya.
नासिका
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
अनुस्वारस्य
Ramo rajamanis sada vijayate. Ramam ramesham bhaje.
रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं
रामं
रमेशं
रमेशं
भजे
भजे
Ramena bihata nishachara chamoh. Ramaya tasmai namaha.
रामेण
रामेण
विहता
विहता
निशाचरचमूः
निशाचरचमूः
रामाय
रामाय
तस्मै
तस्मै
नमः
नमः
Ramannasti parayanam parataram. Ramasya dasosmyaham.
रामान्नास्ति
रामान्नास्ति
परायणं
परायणं
तरं
परतरं
रामस्य
रामस्य
दासोऽस्म्यहम्
दासोऽस्म्यहम्
Rame chittalaya sada bhavatu me. O Ramamamuddhara.
रामे
रामे चित्तलयः
चित्तलयः
सदा
सदा
भवतु मे
भवतु मे
हो राम
ओ राम
मामुद्धर
मामुद्धर
Next Sandhi we'll see. After that we can do the reading practice. First Sandhi rule what we saw is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Ak letter followed by Savarna Ak. Both the preceding, succeeding will be replaced by corresponding Savarna Dirgha Ak. What are the Ak letters?
आ इ उ र ल
Ayun, Riluk.
look
These are the Ak letters. A, E, U, R, L. 5 letters. It can bring its Savarna also. It stands for Savarna letter also. So Ak followed by Ak. But then both the preceding and succeeding. What is the word for preceding? Purva.
पूर्वपदम्
Purva Shabda or Purva Padam can be a Padam or it can be a Shabda. And following is
परपद
Parapadam
परपद
or Uttarapadam or Uttara. Purva Parayogo you say. Purva Parayogo, Shashti Vibhakti. Purva Parayogo, like Ramayogo. Purva Parayogo in the place of both the preceding and the succeeding. That is the Stani. So Purva Parayogo Stane Savarna Dirgha Ak Adeshaha Bhavati. Understand? So you have to say in Saṃskṛtam. When Ak is followed by Savarna, Purva Parayoga Stane. Akaha, okay, later we will see, later we will study. Akaha Aki Pare, can say. Purva Parayoga Stane Savarna Dirgha Ak Adeshaka Bhavati. Then rule number 2, it is called Yen Sandhi. All the Sandhis are named after the Adesha.
आदेश
So that we can identify the Sandhi easily. That is the idea. Adesha is only one. Only one can be Adesha. Adesha cannot bring its Savarna. Please note. Ak is a letter followed by Ak can bring Savarna. Similarly, Yen Sandhi, Ik is followed by Asavarna. Ik stands for E, U, R, L. Not only the 4 letters, it can bring its Savarna. But it is replaced by what letter? N letter.
Yeah.
N letter means Ya only.
Yes.
Yakara. So Adesha always has to be. Adesha cannot bring it Savarna. There is a rule for that. Okay, when Ik is followed by Asavarna Ach, non-similar letter, dissimilar letter. If it is Ik is followed by similar letter, then
Savarnadirgha.
Savaradirgha.
Savan.
So therefore only Asavarna Ach.
Hmm.
If you study Sutram, there Panini Maharshi, you know how he would have given, how he has given or would have. He will say Ik followed by Ach. Similarly, Ak followed by Ach. He will say Ach only. Ach also doesn't specify. He would have specified in some rule, some Sutram, that comes as Anuvritti. Then how do we understand? Ak is followed by Ach, Savanadirgha, Ik is followed by Ach, Yen Sandhi. How it is? Then that's a relationship. That is rule number 2. Ik, when followed by Ach, we have to exclude Ik followed by Savarna Ik. That we have to exclude. That will, what will happen when Ik is followed by Savarna? It will result in Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Therefore, it is Apavada. So there is a connection between rule number 2 and rule number 1. But here, I have compartmentalized, very distinctly I have given here. In the beginning, we cannot confuse. So that's why, therefore, you don't see the connection between the rule number 1 and rule number 2. It is very distinct. That's why Ik is followed by Asavarna Ach. This is, Asavarna is added by me for the beginners. If I say Ach, then the doubt will come. What is Ach? Ach means he is followed by he also. Then Savarna Dirgha or Yen Sandhi, the doubt will come. Then I have to tell rule number 1 is exception to rule number 2. So all these things are unnecessary confusion in the beginning. That's why I added the word Asavarna followed by dissimilar. Okay. So it is very distinct. Rule number 1 is distinct from rule number 2. Here you don't see the sambandha, the connection between the two rules. Anyway, so when Ik is followed by Asavarna Ach, then Ik will be replaced by Yen. Ik has got 4 letters, Yen also 4 letters. So corresponding replacement. Okay. Then here, the difference between the rule number 1 and rule number 2. Rule number 1, both the preceding and succeeding, Purva Parayoho, are replaced by. Whereas in rule number 2, Ik letter alone replaced by Yen. That is the difference. Okay, these are the differences you have to note. Then the Guna Sandhi. This is a next rule. This Sandhi is called Guna Sandhi. From the name of the Sandhi, we can infer that Adesha has to be Guna. What is Guna? Here it is not Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunatmika, Maya. No, that is not the word here. Guna is a technical word. You know, Guna can mean many things in the language. Guna means characteristics, the attributes, that is Guna. Guna can mean a rope. Rope also called Guna. And Guna in grammar, it's a technical word. It's a name, it's a sanya of the letters A, O. In Saṃskṛta Vyakarnam, the 3 letters Akara. Akara means only Akara. Don't bring its Savarna. Ekara and Okara. The 3 letters are called Guna Varnaha. Ete Trayaha Guna Varnaha iti Katyante. Okay, these 3 are Guna letters. This is by the rule. Adin Gunaha Sutram is there. So, Trayaha Varnaha ete Guna Varnaha iti Katyate. Adin Gunaha iti Sutrena. Okay. So, Akara only, not long. No Savarna. Similarly, here also, only the letter A, only the letter O, only the 3 letters, distinct 3 letters are called Guna Varna. And we can note the Ucharana Sthanam of these Guna Varnaha. Akara is Akarasya Kantaha Akuka Visarjaniyanam
Danta.
Kantaha, palatal.
Kantaha.
A is ete
Kantatalu.
gogo kantathalu.
Kantatalu.
Kanta.
O
Kanta.
dau togo
Oshtam.
kanta oshtam.
Goshtam.
Kantathalu, kanta oshtam, and kanta. The knowledge of the place of pronunciation is important because the sandhi, among the three, one is going to be elected. Which one? That depends on the stani. That depends on the stani. Now, this is what is given here. Guttural, kantyaha, then kantyaha plus talabhyaha, kantyaha plus oshtyaha, that is okara. Now, please note the letters akara, kasva, as well as dirgha. We can call it as avarna. 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 Avarna means akara, akara. In sandhi, you don't have to bring in pluta. Dirgha and rasva. Only these two. Pluta varna will not involve in sandhi. So don't worry about pluta. So it is only rasva and dirgha. So don't worry about the pluta. So I can call this akara and akara together as avarna. 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 Varna meaning letter. Varnyate preyate iti varnaha. Avarna means don't think it is a negative particle. Na varna, not that meaning here. Avarna is the letters which are akara and akara.
Akara.
Avarna. So guna sandhi involves avarna when followed by dissimilar, asavarna, non-similar, dissimilar, what will be asavarna, ak letter. Why asavarna is required? Suppose if I say ak alone, then what will happen? A plus a or a plus a will result in savarna dirgha sandhi.
Dirgha. Sorry.
It's already covered.
Hmm.
So here to make it very distinct only, I have added here. Maharishi has not added. Panini Maharishi has not said like that. He will say generally, then we have to understand which is Utsarga, which is Apavada. That we have to understand. But here, for our understanding, I distinctly mentioned Asavarna Ak.
Asav.
Ak stands for A, I, U, Ru, Lu. So Akara, so therefore, since Ak stands for A, I, U, Ru, Lu, right? When I say Asavarna Ak, so when Avarna followed by Asavarna Ak, then you can understand what should be then.
Ik.
It must be Ik because
Ik.
Akara, Akara, if it comes,
Makara.
Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, therefore it must be Ik. So now we can say Avarna followed by Ik letter. We can reduce that to Avarna followed by Ik letter.
Letter.
Akara or Dirgha Akara followed by Ik letter. Ik letters are completely Asavarna, dissimilar. So followed by Ik letter, then here what will happen? Both, here also both. Both are the sthanis. When we say both means the preceding as well as the succeeding. In the case of Yan Sandhi, Ik letter is the stani, only one. Whereas here, both the preceding and succeeding will be replaced by a corresponding guna varna. What is corresponding guna varna? We will see. That is why the knowledge of Ucharana Sthanam is important. This is by a sutram, Ad Gunaha. See, sutram is so crisp, so short, Alpaksharam, Ad Gunaha, that's all. Ad Gunaha means what do you understand? So the Ad Gunaha involves the interpretation. This is given. So much information is there, but you don't see anything there. Only two letters are there. Ad is one word. Gunaha is another word. Only two words are there. Whereas here, how many are there? Avarna followed by non-savarna, that is Ik letter. Then both the preceding and succeeding will be replaced by a guna letter. such a long, the information. When you expand the sutra, this much information is required. What is the sthani? What is the adesha? What precedes? What succeeds? All those things. But here, just simply in the sutram, ad, gunaha, only 2 words are there. What about the other words? Other words comes as anuvritti. Anuvritti is these other words, they flow down from the other sutra, previous sutra. That completes the sutra. Anyway, that's a different thing. We are not interested in sutra. I'm just saying. That's why it's sutram, we don't have to repeat the things every time. You say it one time somewhere, that is understood here. Every time if you repeat, then it is not a sutram, it becomes a class. So not required. That's why Panini Maharishi just say ad gunaha. Now, this ad gunaha alone is now you see in what all the possibilities involved, and that requires interpretation. You see. Avarna, that is akara, rakara, when followed by ik letter, I said asavarna, that is ik letter. Let us take ikara alone. E stands for rasva as well as dirgha.
Dirgha.
You have to bring savarna here. Ikara as well as ikara. So avarna followed by ivarna, I can say, right? Avarna followed by ivarna. Avarna is and followed by ik letter, which is ivarna. So avarna followed by ivarna, then both the letter will be replaced by the guna letter. What letter? Avarna is avarnasya uchchanasthanam kantaha.
Kantaha bhavati.
Avarnasya uchchanasthanam talu.
Talu.
Then guna letters, a guna letter, from the guna letters, the guna letter corresponding to the preceding letter and the succeeding letter, which are replaced. A letter corresponding to the preceding and succeeding means corresponding to the corresponding terms of the place of pronunciation. You have to select a letter among the 3 guna letters. You have to select a letter, one letter that will be replaced. That will be the adesha in the place of both the preceding as well as the succeeding. So guna letter being a, o, then a being kantyaha, a being kantatalu, o being kanta oshta. Now in this avarna followed by ivarna, which one you will select? Kanta or kanta plus talu or kanta plus oshta, oshtivarna? Which one you will select?
Kantatalu.
Kanta talu, because avarna is kanta followed by ivarna talu.
Talu.
So a has got both the place of pronunciation. Edaitohu kanta talu. Therefore, A is the best choice among the 3. You have to choose among the 3 one. This is something like Swayamvara, best among the 3. So A will be the right choice. So both the letter, that is avarna and ivarna, will be replaced by the corresponding guna letter, and A is chosen because it matches with the place of pronunciation of avarna and ivarna, that is preceding and succeeding letters, right? This is one part of the one part. Similarly, other possibility is, so before going to other possibility, same thing is in Saṃskṛtam. Akarat, akaratva. Or simply we can say avarnat, panchami. Akarat is what? Panchami, like Ramat. Ramat. Similarly, akarat. I can just simply say avarnat. Avarnat, ivarne pare, right? Avarna followed by ivarna. Ivarne pare is saptami. Avarnat is panchami. So avarnat, ivarne pare, purva parayogo, just I said, in the place of both the preceding and succeeding. Purva parayogo sthane. Ekaraha adesha bhavati. Ekara is the adesha that will come in the place of both the preceding and succeeding. And what is the preceding? Avarna, and what is the succeeding? Ivarna. So this is one possibility. Second possibility, when avarna, that is akara or akara, followed by uvarna, ukara or ukara, uvarna. Then both the preceding and succeeding, that is avarna and uvarna, will be replaced by the corresponding guna letter. What is that? Avarna being kanta, uvarna being oshta. Therefore, which one you will select among the three?
Kantoshta.
Kanta Oshtam.
Kantoshtam, which is okara. Okara is the right choice. You cannot select a. A is only kanta. You cannot select a because talu is totally different from the place of pronunciation of the preceding and succeeding in this case, right? So therefore, okara is the right choice. So okara will be the replacement when the preceding letter is avarna, the succeeding is uvarna. So avarna, now you can say avarnath, uvarne pare. Avarna when followed by uvarna, purva parayogo sthane, okaraha adeshaha bhavati. Right? Understand? So now in this Gunasandhi, we can remember the preceding letter is avarna. For the beginners of Saṃskṛtam, the Sandhi rules, they find difficulty remembering this. Please start remembering from onwards. That is for the Guna Sandhi as well as the Vriddhi Sandhi, what we are going to see next. The preceding letter is avarna. This is only when avarna is the preceding letter. Please note. In the case of Savarna Dirgha, ak followed by Savarna ak. In the case of Yen Sandhi, ik followed by Asavarna ach. In the case of Guna and Vriddhi is the preceding letter is avarna.
Avarna.
And Guna Sandhi, avarna followed by ik letter. Vriddhi Sandhi, we will see. Avarna followed by h letter is going to come. Now, avarna followed by ik letter. E, ikara we have seen. Then uvarna we can see. U, then rikara. E, u, r, l, right? L, you can leave it because there are not many words or not at all we can say the words with likara. Only maybe one or two are there in the language. Even dhatu also, clip on dhatu is that also will become kalpate. So likara is not much. So therefore you don't find example for likara. I have not taken that also here. You can just, I'll give you what is the form, what could be the form if likara is there. So for all practical purposes, we can take ik to be e, u, r. That is enough. Okay. Likara, not there in the language, and we don't see much. No, you don't see much usage of the word of the letter likara. It is there, not much. Okay, now. So third one, avarna, that is akara or akara, followed by what letter? Rikara. That is rivarna. Here, the rivarna is something special you have to understand. Among the vowels, rivarna is something special. Rivarna has got two components. Component in Saṃskṛtam we called the bhakti. Bhakti means not devotion, okay? Component. Aj bhakti and hal bhakti. It is a mixture of the vowel part as well as consonant bhakti. It has got both. See, r when you say r, something similar to the repa, right? The repa is there. Repa is hidden in the rikara. The repa is a hal component, consonant component. Okay. So ach component is there. Vowel, of course, it is a vowel, right? That's why it's a part of ach. Rikara is vowel. There is no doubt. But it has got also the consonant component, which manifests when there is some change happening in the form of adesha, etc. That al component will manifest. What al component? Repa. Repa is the al component. Okay. So you can understand Rikara is a mixture of ach component as well as al component. In the case of akara, ikara, ukara, they are all pure ach only. There is no doubt ach component only. Whereas Rikara, repa is hidden. Okay, this you can note. Now, when Avarna followed by Rivarna means Rasvarikara or Dirgharikara, then both the letters, that is the preceding Avarna and the following Rivarna, will be replaced by the Guna letter. What Guna letter? Now tell me, what is the Uchcharana Sthanam of Avarna?
Kanta.
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 What is the Uchcharana Sthanam of Rivarna?
Talu.
Murdha, right?
Murdha.
Rashana, Murdha, just now we chanted,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Don't forget, that's why Shiksha Sutram, we just chant every class. It's like a
Yes.
prayer. Nageshwara Sutram, we know. Then why should we chant? It's a prayer. You are just taking the letters of all in all the letters of the language you are taking and just repeating. It means the Veda is Shabda Rashi. Shabda are made of letters. So chanting all the letters of the language is not exactly chanting Veda, but it is equivalent. So Akshara is the basic component of the language. This not only language, the sound, Shabda Rashi, Veda. So it is, we look upon the chanting of the letters of Saṃskṛtam itself as a prayer. It's therefore, and more than that also, we can say that it was revealed by Bhagavan Parameshwara to Parni Maharshi. Therefore, it's a prayer. That is why we chant. It's a part of the prayer. We not take it as a part of the language. It's a part of the prayer. Before the study of the language, we chant Nageshwara Sutram as part of the prayer, as well as the Shiksha Sutram also. So therefore, you can remember what it means. So it's not just for chanting, for you to remember. Ritu Rashana Murdha. So it is Murdha, cerebral. Okay, now Avarna being Kanta, Rivarna being Murdha. Now choose one among the three, the best one. Which one you will choose? Avarna is there and Rivarna is there. Can you choose A is Kanta, Rivarna is Murdha. So Kanta Murdha is there, but A is only Kanta. So leave it. A. Can you choose A? Which is Kanta Talu. Talu is something different from the combination there, Avarna and Rivarna. So that also cannot be chosen. What about O? Kanta Oshta. Oshta component is totally new here, different from the preceding and succeeding. So that also cannot be chosen. But you have to select only among the three only. So A, it's not possible. Okara also not possible. There is only one match is there. You have to come back again to Akara only, which is
Vikrefa.
So Akara plus Rikara in the context, Avarna plus Rivarna, that is Kanta plus Murdha. Kanta alone is here, that is Avarna, Akara, sorry. That alone is possible, that alone you have to choose. There is no choice. See, you have got only three. Among the three, only selection must be made. Okay. So, therefore, Akara will be the replacement. So, both the preceding and succeeding will be replaced by what letter? Akara. Understand? For the preceding, that is Avarna, and succeeding, Rivarna, replaced by the Gunavarna, which is Akara. Now, then what is this Repa? Repa is, that is, whenever or wherever, please note, this is an aside information. Whenever or wherever Rikara is replaced by Rikara, which has got both the Ach component and Ahal component, when it is replaced by un letter. What is un?
Ayun.
Only that one. Short one. A, E, U. That is called. Don't take the longer word. Ayun, Ruluk, Evong, Ayoj, Hayavarat. Lun. Don't take that. We have two pratyahara, two pratyaharas are there,
Pratyahara.
right? One is ayun is one pratyahara. Second one, the longer one, right? Don't take the longer. One longer one is used only one place. The whole in the whole sutram, it is used. The longer one is used in only one place. So don't worry about that longer one. All other places, wherever we mention an, means a, e,
A,
u.
I, U.
Okay. Now, as I said, whenever or wherever Rikara is replaced by an letter, please follow what I'm saying. Rikara, that is Rivarna, is replaced by an letter, any of the an letter, Akara, Ikara, Ukara, then Repa will be added to it.
Added.
So it become Ar. Suppose if Rivarna is replaced by A, the replacement will be Ar, not just A. And if Rivarna is replaced by E, the replacement must be Ir, not
Ir.
E. Similarly, U is there. When Rivarna is replaced by U, then it must be Ur. Since an stands for a, u can bring its long form also, that is A also, right? E also, similarly, U also.
Or.
So, suppose if Rivarna is replaced by A, then it becomes R.
R.
If Rivarna is replaced by E, then it becomes Ir. If Rivarna is replaced by U, then becomes
Or.
This is an important thing to be noted. Wherever Rivarna is ordained an Adesha, Repa will be appended to the Adesha. If the Adesha is Akara, then Repa will be appended to it. Becomes Ar. If the Adesha is A, then Repa will be appended to it. It will become A. Similarly, E becomes Ir, E becomes Ir, Ur, and Ur. Understand? So therefore only here the preceding being Avarna, succeeding being Rivarna, then Pura Parayogastane, in the place of both the preceding and succeeding among the Guna letters, since Akara is the right choice, Akara is replaced. Akara comes as Adesha, Akara replaced both. And since Rivarna also being replaced, Repa is appended, therefore becomes Ar. Understand?
Yes.
Therefore, all practical purposes, we can take Ar also as a Guna letter. If so much information, if you find difficult to remember, you can just consider Ar also as a Guna letter, then no problem. See, I wrote here, what are the Guna letters? A, E, O. You can write Ar also. You can write Ar also with a note. Ar will be the Adesha, then Rikara also a part of the Stani, right? You can write. So A, E, O, Ar, we can say Guna letters. That is how it is taught to the beginners, but I have given the reason why it is so. Okay. Now the last letter is Avarna is preceding, that doesn't change. The following changes, equilater, E, Ikara, Ivarna, then Uvarna, then Rivarna, then comes Livarna. As I told, Livarna, not much in the language, therefore you don't see example. But what will happen that we can see. Now you see, the letter Akara or Akara, that is Avarna, when followed by Likara. Is there any Dirgha Likara?
No.
No. Likara is always short only. There is no the long Likara not there. So liver, that's why liver ne pare, only one letter. Liver ne pare. Purva parayogo stane. That is the letter Avarna when followed by Likara, then both the letter will be replaced by the Guna letter. Now, Avarna being Kanta and Livarna being what? Avarna is Kanta and Livarna is
Danta.
Danta. Don't forget. Lutulasanam
Danta.
Dantaha. Lu is Danta. So which one you will select among the three Guna letters? Avarna followed by Likara. Definitely you cannot choose Ekara. Definitely you cannot choose Okara. Can you choose? No.
No. No.
Ekara has got Talu, which is totally
Talu.
different from the preceding and succeeding letter. Similarly, Okara you cannot choose because Oshtya labial component is that is totally different from the preceding and succeeding. So if at all you can choose, you don't have choice. You have to choose. You can choose only Akara.
Akara.
So Akara comes as Adesha. Then, as in the case of Ruvarna, Repa is appended. In the case of Lukara, Lakara is appended. Therefore becomes Al.
Al.
Therefore becomes Al. So therefore, for practical purposes, you can take the Guna letters to be 5. A, E, O, R, and Al. Understand?
Al.
Here, Likara also, if you see Likara also, it is a Lu, okay? It's not R and all, Lu. Likara and Ruvarna both are Savarna. Please note. Already we have seen this, right? I think. Okay, if not, you can note. Ruvarna and Livarna both are Savarna. So this also has got the H component as well as Hal component. And Hal component being Likara, therefore, Hal component being Lakara, therefore, Lakara is appended to the Adesha. Therefore, the Adesha becomes Al. Understand?
Yes.
These are the 4 possibilities. That is, Avarna followed by Ivarna, Avarna followed by Uvarna, Avarna followed by Ruvarna, Avarna followed by Livarna. As I told, Avarna followed by Livarna, not much. No, I don't find any example, so you can leave that. So only these 3 are important. Avarna followed by Ivarna, Uvarna, Ruvarna. So now you see the preceding letter is same, doesn't change, only Avarna. The following letter only changes. If it is Ivarna, then Ekara is the Adesha. If it is Uvarna, then Okara is the Adesha. If it is Rivarna, then Ar is the Adesha. If Livarna, then Al is the Adesha. This is called Guna Sandhi. Understand?
Yes.
So since the replacement is Guna letter, therefore the Sandhi is called Guna Sandhi. So Guna Sandhi, 2 Sthanis are there, both are replaced by single Adesha. Sthani you can see. Sthani number 1 is Avarna only. There was change in that. So this you have to remember. When Avarna is followed, then either it has to be Guna Sandhi or Vriddhi Sandhi. In case of Savarna Dirgha and all, we say when Ak is followed by Savarna Ak. It is Ak, includes Avarna as well as other letters. Whereas if it is only Avarna is a preceding, then it has to be Guna Sandhi or Vriddhi Sandhi. Then Sthani number 2, that changes. You can see the change. Ivarna, Uvarna, Rivarna, and Livarna. Corresponding Adesha. So therefore, here you can note A, E, O, R, Al. All the 5 are Guna letters you can take. Why Akara not there? How Akara will come? Akara is Guna letter, that's all. In Sandhi, you don't see that. Sandhi, you don't see Akara as replacement. You will see in some other Sandhi, not here. In some other Sandhi rule, you will see. Here, Avarna followed by Ivarna, Ik letter. Ik letter is E, U, R, L. Right? Only these 4. When these 4 are there, then these are Adeshas possible. You don't see Akara as an Adesha here. It will not come. In Guna Sandhi, it will not come. In some other Sandhi, Akara will come as Guna Adesha. That is, you see that. Okay. So this is what Guna Sandhi is. Now you see the example. Deva plus Indraha. Deva is Purva and Indra is Para. Deva, the Purva ending with Akara and Indra beginning with Ikara. So it is Avarna followed by Ivarna. A plus E. A is Kanta, E is Talu. So Kanta Talu. Therefore, it comes under Guna Sandhi. So it will be replaced by the corresponding Guna letter, which is Ekara because it is Kanta Talu. So both are replaced by A. A plus E becomes A. Therefore, it becomes Devendraha Purva Parayogosthane. That is Akarasya tata ikarasya sthane ekaraha
Ikara
adesha bhavati.
adesha bhavati.
Therefore, Devendraha. Understand?
Hmm.
In the above example, the first word is Deva, whose last letter is Akara, and the first letter of the following word is Ikara. The letters A and E are in close proximity. That is called Sandhi, right? What is Sandhi? Close proximity.
proximity.
Because of the close
Yes.
proximity only change happens. That is also called by the name Sandhi. Sandhi karya api Sandhihi iti katyate. The resultant change doesn't come under any of the rules. Doesn't come under any of the rules. Yes. Therefore, the new rule will apply, which we will learn. What is the new rule? This is going to Sandhi. Uchcharana sthanam of Akara is throat, kanta, that is Thani number 1. And Uchcharana sthanam of Ikara is palate, Talu, that is Thani 2. So, guttural plus palatal, all these things we can know. Gunalatal, which is a combination of guttural and palatal sound, will replace both the Sthani. From the available guna letters, the best one has to be selected based on the matching of the articulation of sounds. A is the only guna letter which is both guttural and palatal. Therefore, the guna letter A is the best match which will replace both the Sthanis. Right? Sura plus Indraha, A plus E will be replaced by A. Surendraha. Para plus Upakaraha. A plus U. Avarna plus Uvarna.
Oh.
Kanta Oshta. Therefore, among the guna letters, Okara is the right choice. So, Paropakaraha becomes, right? Atha plus Idam. A plus E becomes A. Athedam. Tada plus Iti. Akara plus Ikara. Avarna plus Ivarna only. So, becomes A. Tadeti. Yata plus Uttishta, A plus U.
That is O.
O. So Yato Tishta. So last letter A and following letter U, both you have to remove it. Replace by O. So Yato Tishta. All the calculations you have to do mentally and say the answer. Yato Tishta. It's not difficult. Once you are familiar with, then you can do it. Now more examples are there. Let us read. Yes. Anupamaji, please read.
Cha plus iti cheti.
So cheti is, suppose if it is given, you should be able to penetrate that and see the individual words. Cha and iti. Both are avyayam, avyaya padam, right? Both are avyaya padam.
Avyayam.
So it is not a san, it's samasa. Please note, okay. It is not samasta padam, it is vyasta padam only. Two individual, completely formed words. And here it is, they happens to be avyayam. Therefore, because of sandhi, it has become as though it is looks as though it has become one. It is not one, it is ever separate only.
Like na plus iti also is the same.
Always it is separate only. Sandhi cannot join or cannot make that word, two words into one word. Only it can do, what can do is join. That is the yoking, like the train compartments, right? They are yoked. They are always separate only, right? Different compartments. Compartments are individual.
Right.
They are connected, right? Similarly, is connection only. They are always separate. Cannot become one. That's the difference between samasa, samasta padam, and sandhi all is vyasta. Within a word, some sandhi will happen. There is no choice. We have to make it. Between the padam, sandhi is option. Here, cha is a padam. It's a padam or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeclinable. It is also another indeclinable. So, let it be indeclinable or anything. Doesn't matter. It's a padam. So, two padams, let sandhi apply. If sandhi, if you want to apply, you can apply. Choice is there between the two padams. So, when you apply sandhi, cha plus iti, then a plus e, guna will be the adesha, cheti. So, therefore, cheti is there, then you have to see cha and iti. Not chakara. If it is chakara plus iti, then what will happen? Chiti. Don't forget akara. Our akara is there. Okay. Please continue.
Tava plus idam, tavedam. in A plus E, changing with A. Surya plus Udayah, Suryodayah. Tatha plus iti, tatheti. A plus E. Jalasya plus upari, jalasyopari. Tatha plus iva, tatheva. Ya plus iti, yeti. Ya plus idam, yedam. Va plus iti, veti. Na plus idam, nedam. Parama plus Ishwaraha, Parameshwaraha. Tava plus idam, tavedam. Atra plus iti, atreti. Tada plus iyam, tadeyam.
Parama plus Ishvaraha. Here, see, in all other words, what we have read so far, all Vyestapadam, here it is a compound. Parama plus Ishvara, Parameshwara. Here, Sandhi is a must. Parameshwara is a one word, one padam. Within the padam, there are two words. Parama is one, Ishvara is another. So when you join,
Parameshwara.
then Parameshwara it becomes the joining. Sandhi is a must. After joining only becomes one word, then Parameshwara becomes the Pratipadikam. We can decline Parameshwaraha, Parameshwara, like Rama Shabda. Okay. Like Rama plus Ishvara, Rameshwara, same. Whereas other words, Ya plus iti, Ya is Strilinga, Ya, Ye, Yaha. You all remember the Shabdas?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember?
Somewhat.
They have not been chanting for some. They do remember. Shabda is important. Okay. Ya is what?
Ya,
Ya,
ye, yaha.
Ya, Ye,
Ya,
Yaha. Ya, Me,
Yeah,
Yaha.
Strilinga.
So that you have to remember.
Yat Shabda.
Yes. So therefore, it is. I think we need to chant sometimes, like the Shabdas also. Anyway, please do that homework. So Ya plus iti, Ya, it. Similarly, other words, all these are Yastapadam. Therefore, Sandhi, if you do, Eti, Veti, iti continues to be Vestamon. They are joined. But the joining is optional. Whereas Parameshwara, there is no choice. It's just one word. If it Parama is an individual word, it has to be Paramaha. Visarga has to be there. Ishwaraha. Akarantaha, Pullingaha, Ishwara, Ishwaraha. Ishwara alone will not be there. Maybe in Sambodhana possible. E Rama. It's possible. E Parama. Can say. Right? Yes. Please continue. Have you read? Tada plus.
Yes, good. This one.
Yes.
We read. Tada plus.
Deepika, you can read.
Yes, very good.
Yatha plus.
Yat plus ichasi, yathechasi. Na plus iti, neti. Danta plus udaram, dantodaram. Rama plus iti, rameti.
Yes, here what is Rama is.
Hey Rama.
Hey Rama. That
Here
is
it is
Sambodhana.
Sambodhana.
Yeah.
Why this Rama is a padam? Because iti is a padam. Iti is an avyaya padam, right? It's a padam.
Yes.
If iti is a padam, then Rama has to be a padam only. It cannot be a pratipadikam, right?
Right.
Yes.
If it is a padam, then where is Rama in Rama Shabda? Only in Sambodhana,
Sambodhana.
Visarga. Hey Rama, that's Rama. Therefore, Hey Rama, iti. That's the meaning. So therefore, Sandhi possible. So Rama is ek one. Iti is avyayam. So Rameti. Okay. Rama Rameti. In Vishnu Sahasranam it comes, right?
Yes.
Rama Rameti Manorame. Saṃskṛtam Class. Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti. Rame Rame Manorame. Saṃskṛtam Class. Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti. Rameti, the word is there. Okay. Please continue.
Drishtva plus idam, drishtvedam.
Yes.
Ratha plus uttamam, rathottamam. Maha plus ishwasaha, Maheshwasaha.
All these are from Gita.
Hmm.
Please continue.
Cha plus iyam, cheyam. Na plus iha, neha. Yasya plus indriyani, yasyendriyani. Karma plus indriyani, karmendriyani. Mansa plus uttamam, manasottamam. Brahma plus udbhavam, brahmodbhavam. Ya plus ime, yeme. Yaya plus idam, yayedam. Kena plus ishitam, keneshitam.
The Upanishad. Kene shitam padati
Keneshitam.
shitam manaha.
Hmm.
So Kena plus Ishitam. Yayedam Jaryate Jagat Gita. So Yayedam is there, you should be able to see. Idam, the word is there. So if Idam is removed, then what do you have? Yaya.
Yeah.
Yaya is there is no word Yaya.
Yeah.
Is there any word Yaya? No.
No.
Ya Shabda, Ya Ye Yaha, Yam Ye Yaha, Yaya is there. So you have to see, it must be Yaya.
Yeah.
That you should, that seeing that as Yaya, that requires the knowledge of Shabda.
Shabda. Yes.
The Jnanam, that is very important. If not that, then you won't see it as Yaya. You will say Yaya, Yaya. Then what is Yaya? There is no word Yaya. Yaya only is a Tritya Vibhakti Ekavacham. Yaya idam Dharyate Jagat. Gita it is there. Similarly, Yeme. What is Yeme? There is no
Yeah.
Ya Ime.
Yeah.
Yaha Ime is there. That is different. Yaha Yau Ye, right?
Yes.
Linga. Yam Yau Yan. Yata Shabda Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam Yaha.
Ekvachanam.
Yaha plus Ime, you cannot do Guna Sandhi.
Yeah.
Because Sandhi is between Visarga. Visarga is Visarga, you cannot dismiss it. It is not A plus E. It is Visarga plus E.
Yeah.
That is totally different.
Hmm.
So Visarga is that, then we have to be very alert. That's a difference. So here it is not Yaha.
Yeah.
It cannot be Ya. Then it has to be Ya only.
Yeah.
And also, what is Ime? Iyam, Imo,
Me.
Ime.
Me.
Ime is there.
Ime.
Ya, Ime.
Hmm.
So like that we have to make. Continue. Anupamaji.
Tena plus idam, tenedam. Atma plus ichchati, atmechati. Na plus udvijet, nodvijet. Loka plus ukti, lokokti. Itara plus itaraha, itaretaraha. Veera plus indra, virendra. Itara plus itara. Maha plus ishaha, mahesha, mahesha. Maha plus uttara, mahottara. Jnanasya plus upashama, jnanasyopashama. Surya plus ushma, suryoshma.
Jnana plus upashamaha only. It is Jnanasya Shashti Bhakti. It's a padam. Upashamaha is another word. Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Therefore, Sandhi between two independent words. Okay.
Surya plus Oshma, Suryoshma. Ganga plus Urmi, Gangormi. Deva plus Rishihi, Devarshihi.
What's Sandhi here? A plus
A plus R.
R. It is shown here for your understanding. A plus R is.
R.
So, Devarshihi means you have to split as Deva plus Rishihi. You have to see the word Rishihi there. Rishihi is hidden. Devarshihi, Brahmarshihi. Right? Okay. Deepika.
Jnana plus upadeshaha, jnanopadeshaha. Gana plus ishaha, ganeshaha. Eka plus unaha, ekonaha. Jala plus ushma is jaloshma. Hita plus upadeshaha, hitopadeshaha. Ardha plus induhu, अर्धेन्दुः रमा प्लस ईशः रमेशः
अर्धेन्दु
अर्धेन्दु
रमा प्लस ईशः इति समासः रमायाः ईशः रमेशः
रमेश
the lord of Rama Parvati, that is Rameshah. One minute. Vishwasah. Okay. Anubhav, you can read the next one.
ना प्लस इंद्रियार्थेषु नेन्द्रियार्थेषु ना प्लस ईंगते नेंगते यत्रा प्लस उपरमते यत्रोपरमते
All from Gita, Yatro Paramate Chittam, right? 6th chapter.
कश्चिन्न प्लस उभय भ्रष्टः कश्चिन्नोभय भ्रष्टः नैवा प्लस इह नैवेह महा प्लस ऋषि महर्षि गजा प्लस इंद्र गजेंद्र लंबा प्लस उदर लंबोदर.
Yes, Deepika ji.
जी उमा प्लस ईश उमेश हर्ष प्लस उल्लास हर्षोल्लास षोडश प्लस उपचार षोडशोपचार मद प्लस उन्मत्त मदोन्मत्त मदोन्मत्त यज्ञ प्लस उपवीत यज्ञोपवीत सर्व प्लस उत्तम सर्वोत्तम महा प्लस उपदेश महोपदेश राजा प्लस ऋषि राजर्षि यथा प्लस उचित उचित यथोचित एक प्लस उनविंशति एकोनविंशति
Ekona, not un. Una.
एकोनविंशति गुण प्लस उपेतम गुणोपेतम.
Anupama ji.
ना प्लस उन्नतः नोन्नतः कृष्णा प्लस ऋक्तिः कृष्णार्थिः महा प्लस लकारः महल्कारः.
Yes, this is one example, just to show you Likara, what happens. Agalkara. Okay.
सप्ता प्लस ऋषिः
Sapta plus Rishihi.
सप्ता प्लस ऋषिः सप्तर्षिः जिह्वा प्लस इति जिह्वेति ना प्लस इच्छति नेच्छति.
Yes, now Sandhi Vichedam Kuruta. Please do. Continue, Anupama.
प्राचीनोक्तिः प्राचीना प्लस उक्तिः प्राचीना so o comes here.
Yes.
धार्मिकोत्सवः धार्मिका प्लस उत्सवः वृथे प्लस वृथेव
Vritheva.
वृथेव वृथा प्लस एव वृथा प्लस इव
Eva, not
इव.
Eva.
So
Followed
a
by
and e comes
your eclators.
equals so a and e comes
Useless, like useless. Vrita means waste or useless. Futile. Eva, as though.
chopaneta chopaneta cha
For
plus
your easy splitting, I have marked a yellow color. Suppose if it is not there, take the spot. Where to
guna
split.
letter. Yeah.
Yes, that becomes a little difficult now. For the sake of your easy splitting, I have given like that. Okay.
Chopaneta cha plus upaneta tasyopanetram tasya plus upanetra tenecha tena plus icha tenacha ta eva ta plus iva
Ta plus Eva, Teva.
taya plus iva.
Yes.
Taya.
What is Taya?
तृतीय
त- तया तृतीया तत्शब्द
Srilinga.
तया
Yes.
ताभ्यं
Yeah.
Sa tetaः, tam
तां
tetaः,
तेताः तया
तया
ताभ्यं ताभिः
ताभ्यां
tabhyam,
ताभिः।
tabi. That
ताभिः
is a taya here. Okay.
तया भारतोन्नतिः भारत प्लस उन्नतिः आ एंड उ पर्वतोपरि पर्वत प्लस उपरि सुरेन्द्रः सुर प्लस इन्द्रः
Yes.
आ एंड
Deepika.
जी यदर्षभः यत् प्लस ऋषभ
Really? Please try.
नो
If it is yat plus rishabha, what will happen?
प्लस
Yat plus rishabha will become yad rishabha will become, not yadarshaba.
यस यत् प्लस
Yat is wrong. Okay.
नो
If rishabha is the parapadam, what should be the purvapadam? In purvapadam also last letter only. The last letter can be in gunasandhi, it can be either akara or akara.
आकार यत्
Then how can we say yad? Yat is ending with the consonant.
यद्
Not possible.
यद नो
It must be akara or akara. Then what is the word? Purva letter. Purvapadam.
यद यद
Yada plus rishabha. Is there any
प्लस
word yada?
ऋषभ नो यदा
Yada. Yada yada ki dharmasya. Yada. That is yada. Yada when. Tada. Then yada plus rishabha.
यस
So you have to filter it.
यस अदो
There is
प्लस
no yat. Yat is wrong. You have to be alert.
यदा यदा
When we
प्लस
consonant,
ऋषभ
we are doing gunasandhi. Then purva padam has to end with akara or akara.
आकार
Never be a consonant.
यस
Therefore, it has to be yada or yada. And there is no
Yada.
yada. No word in the language yada. Yada is
yes
so yada must be yada plus this is how you have to speak. That is why shabda jnanam is important. Knowledge of the words is important. Yes.
yes
Without that, you cannot split. It is difficult. Yes.
अधो परि अधा अध प्लस उपरि
Yes. Adha plus upari. Upari means above.
above
So that once you find one word, you can easily find the next one. The sandhi is known. Yes.
yes अत्र ऋतुः अत्र प्लस ऋतुः
Very good. Atra plus rutuhu.
यथेति यथा प्लस इति
Yes.
तेनेव तेन प्लस इव
Yes.
अध्येदम अद्य प्लस इदम
Yes. Last one.
हाँ ओके वेदम वा प्लस इदम
Va plus idam. Vedam. That's good. All these certain words, I mean, certain words are difficult to split. If you can split, then it's good.
yes
Yes. Now, next one. Anupamaji.
चेयं चा प्लस इयं सेयं सा प्लस इयं कयेदं कया प्लस इदं
Yes.
सुरेशः सुरा प्लस ईशः
Yes. Sura. Sura means devas.
देवा
Suranam Ishaha. Devanam Ishaha. Deveshaha. Sureshaha. The Lord of Devas.
एषेयं एषा प्लस इयं
Esha, ete, etaha. That is Esha. Continue.
मालेयं माला प्लस इयं उपक्रमोपसंहार उपक्रमा प्लस उपसंहार तेनोन्मत्तः तेना प्लस उन्मत्तः ममोपकारः मम प्लस उपकारः विध्येयं विद्या प्लस इयं
Yes.
तयोक्तं तया प्लस उक्तम् एकेति Eka plus iti.
Here, eka or eka?
Eka, no?
Eka.
Is it eka or eka?
No. Eka will be there.
Eka. Hras.
Rasva, dirga.
Rasva.
Rasva.
No, dirga will be.
Select one.
Eka.
Eka is, there is no word eka. Ekaha is in Pullinga.
Ekaha is there. Yeah.
That is wrong. Okay. That is ekaha is there. Ekaha means one. Ekaha Ramaha, ekaha Krishnaha, ekaha. That is Pullinga. In Srilinga, eka is there.
Eka.
Eka katha, eka pustika, eka ghati. That is Srilinga. Now, iti is padam. Therefore, this has to be a
Padam.
padam. If it is ekaha, then visarga is there. Then it is not vowel sandhi.
Yes.
It is not swara sandhi. It becomes visarga sandhi, which we have not seen.
Ah.
Therefore, ekaha is ruled out. Since eka is not there,
Eka.
why eka cannot be possible? Because iti is a padam. Therefore, eka
to
cannot
be
be because
padam.
there is no eka. It has to be ekaha. Ekaha is
Yeah.
not possible. Ekaha, then visarga sandhi. Therefore, that also ruled out. Therefore, it has to be eka only, which is Srilinga Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Understand?
Yes.
So, eka plus iti, eketi. Right? That's because
Yes.
so eva.
Tvayeva. Tvaya plus eva.
Yes.
Mameva. Mama plus eva.
Not eva. Mama plus eva.
Eva. Sorry.
Eva, when you say it is not eclator. A is not
Yes,
eclator.
yes. Mama plus eva. Tvayedam. Tvaya plus idam. Keyam. Kaya plus nahi. Keyam.
It's a nice one. KM. KM is a KAM is a think and answer. EM is there. That word you found out. Very good.
Yes, EM.
EM is a
Ka plus EM.
very good. Ka plus EM.
Yeah.
A plus E. Okay. Then next one.
Kaya plus
Kaya.
EM.
Yes. Kaya plus EM. Yes.
Yayam. Ya plus EM. And yayam. Yaya plus EM.
Very good. Anupamaji. Bhasheyam.
Hasheyam. Hasha plus iyam. Manasedam. Manasa plus idam. Sarveshwaraha. Sarva plus Ishwaraha. Kamalesha. Kamala plus Isha. Jnaneshwari. Jnana plus Ishwari. Shubhecha. Shubha plus Icha. Rakhavendra. Raghava plus Indra. Bhuvaneshwaraha. Bhuvana plus Ishwaraha. Langeshwaraha. Langa plus Ishwaraha. Luptopama. Lupta plus Upama.
Lupta plus Upama.
Lupta plus Upama.
Okay, it's okay. Look, if you don't know Lupta, also you can say. I think now okay.
Brahmedam. Brahma plus Idam.
Brahma.
Brahma.
Or Brahma also can say. I think no, it's possible. If it is Brahma,
Brahma.
see, please note, Brahma is both Napumsakalinga and Pullinga. The word Brahman, Nakaranta Shabda. Nakaranta Shabda as Pullinga, it is declined Brahma, Brahmano, Brahmanaha. Brahmanam, Brahmano. It is declined like that. So Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam is Brahma. That is Chaturmukha Brahmaji. Suppose if it's Sachit Ananda Brahman, the Brahma, then Brahma, Napumsakalinga, Brahma, Brahmani, Brahmani, Brahma, Brahmani, Brahmani, decline like that. So Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam is Brahma, short.
Brahma.
Therefore here, can take Brahma or Brahma, your choice. But Idam is Napumsakalinga, therefore Brahma, Napumsakalinga, Brahma you can take.
Okay.
Okay.
Please continue.
Upeti, upa plus iti.
This is something is what we are seeing in the other class. Which class? Tuesday class. If you remember, Ivarnanta, that is a Indatoho Rupam. Anyway, but you will see Upeti it is there. Okay. Deepika.
Acharyopadeshah. Acharya plus Upadeshah. Giteyam. Gita plus Yam. Vivekotpattihi. Viveka plus Utpatti.
Yes.
Kenopanishad. Kena plus Upanishad. Kadopasarjanam. Kada upasarjanam. Netrotsav. Netra plus Utsava. Brahmopadesha. Brahma plus Upadesha.
Anupamani. Kabe.
Kadeyam, kada plus iyam. Veyam, va plus iyam. Atheyam, atha plus idam. Athedam. Ramenedam, Ramena plus idam. Brahmedam, Brahma plus idam. Brahma plus idam. Atmeti, Atma plus iti.
Atma, Akara. Atma.
Plus
There is no Atma. Atma, Atmano, Atmanaha. Atma plus iti.
Atma plus iti. Karmedam, Karma plus idam.
Karma.
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 Short. It is Napumsakalinga. We will see the Shabda later.
Yatredam, Yatra plus idam. Ramayeyam, Ramaya plus iyam. Atreyam, Atra plus iyam.
Atra. Short.
Plus iyam. Karmeti, Karma plus iti.
Kim karma, kima karmeti. It is there, that shloka. They have seen fourth chapter.
Yes.
Yes, Deepika.
Harineti. Harina plus iti.
Harina, Tritiya Vibhakti.
Harina, yeah, plus iti.
Like, it's like Hari Shabda only. Not like Hari Shabda. Harina, Haribhyam, Haritihi.
Yes.
Okay.
Chandrodayam. Chandra plus Udayam. Tenedam. Tena plus idam.
Yes.
Ramashyedam. Ramashya plus idam.
Ramasya, not Mashya.
Ramasya
Yes.
plus idam. Brahmeti. Brahma plus iti. Bhagavatokta. Bhagavata plus ukta.
Bhagavata plus Utta. Bhagavata, Tritiya Vibhakti. Shabda we have to know. Once you know Shabda, you can easily spot it, what it is.
Yes.
Bhagavata, Tritiya Vibhakti. Bhagavat Shabda. Bhagavan, Bhagavanto, Bhagavataha. Bhagavantam, Bhagavanto, Bhagavataha. Bhagavata.
Bhagavata.
Yes.
Bhagavata.
Shabda.
Yes, Bhagavata plus ukta.
Do you know the Shabda?
Brahma. Yes,
Yeah, we done that.
we have done.
We done in the class here.
Yes.
In either this or the, I think this class itself.
No, I think we have done.
Yeah,
here,
Bhagavan, Bhagavat Shabda, like
Bhagavan,
Marg Shabda
Bhagavati,
we
yeah.
discussed.
Okay.
Yes. Brahmo vacha. Brahma plus uvacha.
Anupam.
Tasyopan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, please read.
Tasyopanetram. Tasya plus upanetra.
Not tasya, tasya.
Tasya. Tasya.
Tasyaha is a Srilinga, Visarga is a, then it cannot be Swarasandhi.
Oh, sorry.
If it is tasya, then only can be Swarasandhi. A plus 2 is spectacle. Tasya upanetra.
Tasya. Yes.
Okay.
Dhanasyopayogam. Dhanasya plus upayogam.
Dhanasya plus
Plus
upayogam. Okay.
upayogam. Ramechati. Rama plus ichati.
Yes.
Latopama. Lata plus upama. Bhasheyam. Bhasha plus iyam. Bhash. Dhanarthihi. Dhanarthihi.
Yes.
Dhanarthihi. Dhana plus
So ar is there. In the place of ar, r must be there. Therefore,
Rthihi.
Rthihi.
then
Dhana plus rthihi.
Dhana plus riddhihi. Okay. Please continue.
Matroktaha. Matra plus uktaha. Matra. Narayanopnishat. Narayana plus Upanishad. Varnocharanam. Varna plus Ucharanam. Sopari. Sa plus Upari.
Yes.
Neyam. Na plus Iyam. Nevedam.
Yes.
Idam.
In fact, 3 are there. 3 words are there.
No.
Na
Idam.
Eva
plus
idam.
iva plus
Plus idam.
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 Na.
Na plus iva
Eva. Plus
neva.
idam.
Neva.
Neva plus idam nevedam.
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 Yes. Deepika ji.
Ramayedam. Ramaya.
Ramayedam.
Rama.
It is Ra. Okay.
Okay. Ramaya plus idam.
Okay.
Veyam. Va plus iyam.
Yes. Va plus Ian. Okay.
Noshnaha. Na plus ushnaha.
Yes.
Mamedam. Mama plus idam.
Okay.
Karekshu. Kara plus ikshuhu.
Ikshu. Okay.
Shitodakam. Shita plus udakam.
Yes.
Vidyalayodhyanam. Vidyalaya plus udyanam.
Yes.
Yathornanabha. Yatha plus urnanabha.
Hmm.
Vedarchaha. Veda plus archaha.
Not Archa. If it is Veda plus Archa, Veda Archa.
Sorry, ruchaha.
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 Veda plus Ruchaha. Veda Ruchaha.
Ruchaha. Mamarna patram. Mamarna.
What is the word?
Mama
Plus Ar is there. Ar is
Ru patram.
not Rupatram. What will happen to Na? Ru is after. It is Napatram before Na. Ru is Rinapatram.
Runapatram. Yes.
Amma plus Rinapatram. Namarnapatram.
Runapatram. Yes. Lakshmana Urmila. Lakshmana Urmila.
Yes.
Gruhohini. Gruha plus
Uhini. Simple.
Ohini. What is the meaning of Ohini?
Griha plus Bhogini. Virgodika. Maybe I think this is a reptile. Not sure. Virgogini. Maybe or something. Because Lizard is that Virhodaka, something like that it must be.
Okay.
Virhogini.
Atheda. Okay.
I think must be.
Athedani.
Yes.
Atha plus idani.
Virhogini. What is that? Virhogini. Virha plus Ugini, right?
Hmm.
Virhogini. Okay. Maybe something. I think it must be a reptile or something. Virhogini. Okay. Let me check that. Okay. I'm not sure. Atha plus Idani. I think, yeah, we can complete another 2 minutes. Yes. Not much.
Shubhecha. Shubha plus icha. Puranetihasah. Purana plus itihasaha. Purushotamaha. Purusha plus uttamaha. Vishweshwaraha. Vishwa plus Ishwaraha. Geeteyam. Geeta plus iyam. Kenopayena. Kena plus upayena. Athedanim. Atha plus idanim. Nadyeyam. Nadi plus iyam.
Nadi plus Yam.
Nadyeyam. Nadya.
Nadi, Nadyo, Nadyaha. Nadim, Nadyo, Nadihi.
Nadya. Nadya.
Ya.
Nadya.
Tritiya Vibhakti.
Nadya
Plus E. Nadya.
plus iyam.
Right?
Yes. Akara, okara. Akara plus ukara. Akara plus ukara. Nedanim. Na plus idanim. Ganeshaha. Gana plus Ishaha. Kameshti. Kama plus
Kama, not Kama.
Kama.
Okay. Always you have to be careful. You have to say Rasvakara. Kama.
Kama plus Ishti.
Hmm.
Anujechati. Anuja plus Ichati. Anuja plus Ichati.
Yes, it's a vakyam. It's a statement. It's a sentence. Anujechati.
Achintyonnati. Achintya plus Unnati.
Achintya plus Unnati. Yes. With this is over. Then comes Vidhi Samiti. So,
Guruji,
huh?
Anujechati, Anuja also, Rasa also can be.
Anujaha only, Pullinga. Visarga is
Anujaha.
that it cannot be.
So, Anuja. Yes, yes.
Anujaha. So, Anuja, yeah, it is.
Anuja.
Swaras only, therefore Anuja only you have to take.
Anuja. Okay.
Okay, we'll stop here. Om Purnamadas Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavadaha, Guruji.
Please practice again one more time. Go to
Yes.
the same words.